Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a sort of lilac cat eye, and if you want to hear what people's biggest icks are, just keep on watching. So what I've done, just put on some of my Kevin Aquan skin boost in the areas where I'm a wee bit more problematic, such as like just where I have a wee bit of a breakout. That I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in 300C and the Alamasca Skin Boost in 5.5. So I'm just going to go ahead now and start dotting the foundation on my face first to make sure that I get an even spread. So if you watch my videos already, you might notice that the last two videos I've had Aoife with me. So today I'm on my own. Next I'm just going to go on my J-Cat's concealer in the shade Vanilla Bean. Some of you might know that my lighting looks a wee bit different, and it's just because I got two new lights. It's two wee studio lights and my amazing boyfriend bought them for me. So thank you very much. Gonna go ahead now and start reading out some of these replies that I got to my story and share them with you. What I did was I wrote in my story what gives you the ick and just left a question box for people to answer. And one of the first responses, and this actually came up so many times, is feet. And I totally get where you're coming from. I hate feet. They are absolutely disgusting, worst things ever. Can't touch feet. I actually wear socks constantly because I can't even think about sweaty feet. I hate feet in general, but I don't know what I'm saying. I just don't like feet. They're gross. So 100% get this one. Another one said when they like Pokemon, and I think that one's quite strange and like a while what are you talking about? What are you saying? While exact, like I think the person who wrote this is all about a particular person. And I'm not gonna lie, when Pokemon Go came out, that was my jam. Like Pokemon Go was so fun, but I know nothing about Pokemon. Couldn't tell you the name of any of the wee creature people. I think they are called Pokemon, like, but what are you trying to say? Another one that was said was dirty fingernails, and 100% agree with you there. I always cut my fingernails off because I'm too scared of dirt building up on them. I'm not a fan of germs, but I hate dirty fingernails. Absolutely hate them. They're just so easily cleaned. I was gonna say someone can clean them, but doesn't sit well with my stomach.
I like to sing, dance, pretend, and kazoo.
Next I'm going to go in with my CMB Shady Stick, and I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand like I normally do and warm it up, and then go ahead and apply it on my face. One of my biggest icks is dirty cars. I can't stand dirty cars. I got a taxi this one time and the car was really dirty. Like there was crumbs and like dirt in between the seats. And that's like one of my biggest fears, because I sit on it and then I get like these weird body shivers and like can't sit properly and I feel sick and stuff like that. I'm just not a fan of germs. Germs make me, they just make me freak out a wee bit. But this car was so dirty and it just gave me the biggest ick ever. I just couldn't cope with it. But you know, not everybody has time to clean their car in the daily, but if you're in your car all the time, you might as well just give it a wee clean in between. It's just so different whenever you're recording it with someone else, because you have a lot of back and forth banter, where when you're on your own, you're kind of just like creating your own kind of banter. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm fun anyways. Next, I'm just going to go on with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder and my HMB Cosmetics Powder. It's the same ones I've been using the last couple of videos, but I'm just going to set underneath my eyes with the Flawless Finish and down here and do some baking, and then I'm going to go on and set the rest of my face then with my HMB powder, so I'll be right back. So off camera, I just went ahead and done my bronzer as well with my go-to bronzer at the minute, which is the Fenty Beauty Island Tang Sunstalker bronzer. It is unreal, it's the one I love the most. And I went on with my highlighter then, and it was the Jamie Genevieve Vive highlighter in the shade, the one I can't pronounce, Bijou, but that's what we're going to leave it at. And now I'm just going to go on with some blusher from the KKW Amario collection. Very graceful it is. I love this blusher so much, it's just the right shade of peach for me. So I'm going to go on and I'm just going to start to build my blusher up. Well, as you can see, I just went ahead off camera and I did one eye completely, so a wee bit up close. It's way more lilac-y, but because of all my lights, it's kind of drowning out the colour just a wee bit. I'm just going to go ahead now and get started on the other eye. So some more of the acts that she's all sent through was, someone said that their biggest ick was like trying not to cough. And I don't think it's an ick for me. I just think like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, just cough, it's alright. Especially now, like, we obviously be pure scared to cough, but I don't understand that one as an ick, to be honest. A lot of yous all said dancing, and that is one of my biggest icks too. And mostly because, especially when you're out and like, say you were at a concert or something like that there, boys and men in particular, like, they're all dancing and jumping up and all, like, no, that gives me the biggest ick. At is cringe factor 101. I'm just going ahead and I'm prepping my eye now with the P. Louise. This, I'm just going to use my beauty blender just to blend it in. This one too, oh my god, this one, when we boys wear the football top while watching the football match, there gives me the biggest ick as well, to be quite honest, because it's just embarrassing, do you know what I mean? I'm not into it, not into it at all. Another one said, when they act hard or class while doing something but they embarrass themselves, that is another one that I hate as well. Like, they act all tough and macho about something and like, oh, what I did this love name, totally tubular, and then they absolutely embarrass themselves then afterwards that they're, oh. What I'm doing is I'm using the Mitchell, or the Made by Mitchell palette, which is Head in the Clouds, and I'm going in with the shade Lucid, which is the lilac-y purple shade here, and I'm just kind of patting it on straight under the crease of the eye to try and pick up some of that colour now. I'm now taking my Made by Mitchell ME4 brush, and it's just an eye brush, and I'm going in again with the same shade Lucid, and I'm just putting it all over the eye to make sure that I get everywhere covered with the colour. So now I'm taking my P. Louise Acid Rain brush and my Maybelline gel liner. I'm just going to start to do my wing. So what I like to do first is, I don't like to start with the wing, I like to kind of start here on the eye. So I'm just going to put it along here, like so, and just drag it down. At the start it's not going to be perfect, but towards the end we'll perfect it. So now that I've kind of done my wing already and brought it on, I'm just going to add the wee cat accent now to the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just going to use the slightest amount of product. And the reason I like this brush so much is because it's so thin and you need a thinner brush to do this. So what I'm going to do is just slowly mark out where I want it to come in. So now that I've got kind of some similar shape going on here, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting the gel liner on my waterline. And I put it on kind of splotchy looking because I'm going to go on now with a smaller brush, or a flat brush from the Morphe palette, or the Morphe Eye Collection. And I'm just going to go into the Feet in the Ground palette now by Mitchell again and use the black shade in here, which is Ammo. And I'm just going to use that to buff out the black. So the way it doesn't look kind of similar now is because we're going to go back in the top too, and we're just going to kind of do the same in the top, just kind of buff it in and make it all blend together. Because as I was saying, it's not a really technical look, it's more just kind of, what's that mean? Just buffing it out by going side to side kind of motions. And now I'm just going to take a slightly smaller brush. This wee one here is kind of like a fluff light brush from the same collection, the Morphe collection. And I'm just going to buff out this black. Once that's all done, what I'm going to do is take a DB12 brush. And I'm going to take this wee shade, which is Purps and Caicos again. And what I'm going to do is buff into the black with that darker purple. Now I'm going in with the shade Clouded, which is like a white but purpley kind of reflect metallic shade, and I'm just going to dab that over the eye. And I'm basically just putting it on the lid, just splotchy like that. Now I'm going to take my Living My Best light from Beauty Bay, and it's in the shade Opal. And I'm just going to put that over the lid as well by dabbing it on. Once I've kind of dabbed it on, I'm just going to use my finger now and blend it out. Once that I've done that now, I'm just going to go back in and fix up my liner, because my liner's kind of covered in the metallic-y purple shades now. And I'm just using the Morphe brush I was using again earlier. And I'm just going to take the black shade from the Feet in the Ground palette again. So once that part's all done, that's basically the eyeshadow portion done. What I'm going to do is just go and do some mascara and then stick on my lashes and come back and show you. So off camera, I just went ahead and done my lips now, and I just used my Peaches and Cream lip liner that I used in my last video alongside my new lipstick I just got from e.l.f. in the shade Blush and Brown. It's a gorgeous wee lipstick and I got it on BTY. It was only like £2 or £3. It was on sale. It's a gorgeous wee colour as well. So before we end, anyway, I'm just going to read out a couple more of your replies because they were good. Said one of them is running up the stairs on all fours. Like, I didn't know people done that anyway, but it's whenever you're running up the stairs on your hands and your legs. But like, why? I can see what you mean. Like, it's kind of like a hobbit, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of reminds me of Dolby the House Elf or something. I don't know. The thought of a boy playing crack the egg on a trampoline, that one is so random. I don't even know where that came from in the person's head. Tripping in public and pretending it never happened, 100% agree. But I constantly do it all the time, but I always let people know what happened because I'd be squealing with laughter. But another one was putting their hand up on a roller coaster. Like, people do that for fun, but I get what they mean by that. I'd be like, oh my god, go and put your hand down, stop being a weirdo. Oh my god, this one, yes, bum cracks. Oh. Bum cracks are the absolute demon of everything. That is all the X that I'm going to write out today. So that is the look all completed now, and that is the lilac kind of smoky cat eye that I got going on here. It's kind of weird, it's different, but I've never done something like it before, so I'm glad that I gave myself the opportunity. But I really enjoyed listening to what gave you all the ick, and for the people that didn't get the, I really want to know what gives you the ick. Comment in the comment section below and I can have a wee giggle at them later on. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I upload. But for now, that is it. That is all. I hope you really enjoyed the video because I really did love making it. And thank you again for all the support that I've got in the previous videos.